Let's not bother them. We don't want to stress them out and have them regurge.
Love how
so cool.
smart and intelligent they are.
Nailed. You just got nailed.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh yeah. Oh, she's being good.
Whoa. Wow, that is awesome.
Bright, colorful, orange dream, yellow belly fire, inchy pastel clown het high.
That's how many different varieties are in that snake.
Yep, this is a whoa.
Now here's something you don't see on the channel often. That's ball pythons. Hanging out here with Kagan at the Wolf's World Farm. And Kagan, when you moved down, you're a big snake gal.
I am a big snake.
All right, now you used to have retics and all kinds of fun stuff. You were in Georgia originally, if I'm not mistaken, but now obviously she's moved down here, can't have the retics.
No.
But show us what you got going on. I am next to clueless when it comes to like ball pythons and mix and match and all that stuff. Oh, yeah. But you also have some colubrids too.
I do. Yeah. So I have some really cool Chinese king rat snakes.
Let's see those.
Bull snakes.
Yeah, the bull snakes. I want to check those out before we get nerdy with
king rat.
Yeah, look at this thing, man. Look at that snake there.
So I had to look it up. They are from Southeast Asia.
There you go.
Probably why I like them.
Yeah, look at how fast they are. That's a pretty snake. And these actually came from our veterinarian, Dr. Mike Gillen. Has a buddy. They're partners in Palm Beach Colubrids. And we're going to get over to their spot soon. Mike keeps on promising me they're almost done with their snake warehouse. So once they get done, we're going to head over there and learn quite a lot. And maybe even get some snakes ourselves for the camp. Kagan, with this species, what is it that you really enjoy about them? Oh, cool.
So I love how
that's so cool.
smart and intelligent they are.
And nailed. You just got nailed.
Oh, yeah.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I'm used to retics,
musking.
so
yeah. Oh, look
she's
at
going to
this.
musk. But
Wow, look at that snake. It's awesome.
Evie.
Look at this snake. Let's see if we can just keep its attention. Guys, this is a really fast, active snake. That's what I like. I want a snake like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Now I always thought like regular rat snakes are pretty docile, aren't they? For
Well,
the most part?
as far as, North American rat snake, remember these are probably, they're not related to our rat snakes. These are in a different genus, I'm sure. So just a whole different animal. Now, they're from Southeast Asia, so they're going to be a tropical species. Good job. Check you out. Taking a few hits.
And I haven't worked with these guys a lot because I wanted to let them get settled in. They went through like a quarantine period and they just got set up into these enclosures. So I've only kind of just started handling them, see what their temperament's like. And yeah, you can see she's a little, but
it is what it is. Yeah, I got you.
I still love them.
yeah, that's so cool. And how big will these snakes get?
So he said that this line was 8 to 10 foot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, that's, I love large critters,
Oh, me too.
And those are active, you know what I mean? Like that would be an animal I think could benefit from some kind of outdoor enclosure. I just love to do that kind of thing. But you can see it's still just cruising around. That's a cool snake. Pretty too. I don't know if I'm as brave as you getting nailed 3 times, but that was awesome. No, not so bad.
Kenan has to grab the nail.
Yeah. Oh yeah? All right. Well, let's see if I'm a sissy, man. Let's go.
Kenan, I'm not calling you out.
No, yes you are. It's her animals. Let her decide if it's okay. I mean,
they ate a meal yesterday.
yeah, so let's not bother them. I don't. Let's not bother them. We don't want to stress them out and have them regurge. That's awesome. So we'll just leave them be. But they're cool, man. That's an awesome snake. I like it.
We've been working to, I want to get rid of the rack systems eventually altogether. I love being able to just see the animals in their enclosures, see what they like. These bull snakes actually like burrowing in the mulch, which is like so cool. They make tunnels, they go through, and it's you get to absorb their natural behaviors more.
So what would you put them in then? Like as far as a rack system, like what would be the alternative to that?
I mean, these kind of cages.
These kind of cages.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is what I want to have.
Gotcha. More of these.
Yeah.
Gotcha. These are the racks you were talking about.
These are the racks.
Very cool. All right, so what do we get? This is a
bull snake. So they are Kankakee locality bull snakes.
Kankakee. Now I've heard that before in a movie, man. Where is Kankakee? That's somewhere. That's where are they from? In
So they're all across the United States.
Okay. Kankakee. Where is Kankakee and why do I know that name? I guess it's a town.
There she is. She does really awesome posturing. We're probably going to get to hear her do her little rattlesnake imitation.
Alrighty.
Hey, girl.
Now, are these guys bitey also?
Yeah.
Okay.
The male, not so much. The female, this is Wanda. They're Cosmo and Wanda.
Okay. Wow. She's doing that impression with her expulsion of air.
Yep.
I thought they did it with their tail.
So that she will also do a little mimic with her tail where she rattles it around and makes it vibrate and makes like a rattle sound.
That is an awesome sound without any of the danger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is so cool. So it's just, it looks like the lips vibrate or something. I don't know. So this is a bull snake.
Yep, this is a bull.
Whoa! Wow, that was exciting. Holy crap. Hey, Mr. Bull Snake, take it easy, lady. Wanda.
You're okay, girl.
Wow.
That's a lot of noise.
She's actually not rattling her tail right now.
Whoa. Hey, man. I have to jump. It's called reaction. I don't want to get nailed in the face. That's so cool. Look at you. Now, do these guys hurt a little bit more than the Chinese ones?
I actually haven't been bit by these. They're a lot of bluff.
Okay.
And she'll strike, but it's a lot of open mouth striking.
Okay. She doesn't clamp down.
Yeah. She probably also smells that musk from the other girl.
Look at you. That's so rad. Oh, boy. And so let me ask you this. When did you get into snakes? What was the genesis for you becoming a snake aficionado?
I have been obsessed since I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was really, really young, I actually loved to go out into the yard and find wild snakes. And one day I brought my grandfather a baby copperhead.
Oh, boy.
And he was like, oh, I got to teach you how to properly identify and handle and all that good stuff.
Wow.
And so I just became obsessed after that.
That's so cool. How old was that about?
Oh, gosh. 5, 6.
Okay, yeah.
Really,
so typical
really
of like most of us, you know, just getting into it real young. What was the first snake you kept? Do you remember?
Ooh, I used to go out and get garter snakes and keep them in aquariums until I started learning more about captive keeping them and, you know, the right species for me. Hey, girl. I'm trying to get you back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you back. I know, honeys.
Yeah, that's a really cool sound, man. I never knew bull snakes could do that. Let's see if she backs up. Want me to?
Is this giving you ideas, Kenan?
Well, it's awesome to see. I love to be kind of a novice again. You know, I love to be surprised. And there's so many different species of snakes out there. I just don't want to strike the glass. There's so many different species of snakes out there. And it's cool to see someone that's knowledgeable and passionate about them. And then, you know, yeah, like you can never get bored with reptiles because there's always something new to learn about. So that's really impressive. That's awesome. Oh, sorry. Sorry, lady.
The dogs are very captivated right now.
Yeah, they're good. The dogs are really good, man.
They do love the snake room. I'm outside working in the heat, and she's in here.
Yeah.
Pete's in here, just laying on the concrete, just loving it.
How cool is that? And Pete's got buddies now too, which is nice. That's good. All right, so what's next on our little alcohol or?
Yeah, it's chlorhexidine. Yep.
Gotcha.
Get the musk off my hands. And then we'll pull out a king snake.
All right, I like king snakes. This is cool.
I'm getting more into colubrids. I was into obviously the big pythons before, and that was kind of like the centerpiece of my collection was showing somebody 16-foot snake, and that's cool. And now I had to, you know, tone it down, come down to Florida. So I'm trying to get
tone it down.
Swap big snakes for big lizards. This is my female Mexican black king snake.
Oh my God.
She
that is awesome.
She might decide, because they are snake eaters. She might decide that I smell like a snake.
And grab a finger.
Yeah, we'll see.
That is awesome. How big do these guys get?
She has laid a clutch for me before, so she might not get too much bigger. Yeah.
Wow.
Ah, she's being good.
Whoa.
Thanks, girl.
That almost looked like an indigo snake superficially. Yeah. I was like, wow.
Oh, that's a nice alternative for somebody that wants that kind of look. And they're really cool to watch eat because if you give them a prey item, they just go and swallow. They don't, she usually doesn't constrict or anything. She just goes straight into
and it's quick.
Tearing through it. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So do you feed them snakes or are you feeding them like rodents? Have you got them on rodents?
Mostly rodents, but cool. I do breed snakes. So whenever I have a loss in the clutch, doesn't make it, they will absolutely gobble it up.
That's perfect.
I've fed them to the bull snakes before, but she's usually my go-to garbage disposal.
Yeah, right on. Yep.
So she's neat.
Waste not one.
My oldest snake in the collection is Oreo. Oh, he just had a nice shed.
Oreo.
Oreo.
Oh, look at this.
Hey, Oreo. I've had him, I believe, about 10 years, and he was, I think, already 8 or so by the time I got him.
So that's possibly an 18-year-old snake?
Yeah.
Wow. And is that a Cal King?
Yeah, California King.
Yep. Wow, that's awesome. We actually got to see California King when we were out with my buddy Jason Rothmeyer. We went out to California and we found one slithering across the road. You remember that, Tom?
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Aren't king snakes like a great starter snake for people too?
Absolutely,
yeah.
They have great dispositions, very easy to care for, easy to set up. And they don't get huge, so they don't freak out mom and dad too much.
Right.
I used to do traveling educational reptile shows where I would do shows with like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of America, library shows, elementary schools, and Oreo is actually one of the snakes that I used to travel with. So he's, very accustomed to being around kids and being handled, and he's just an awesome animal.
Yeah, that's cool. They are cool snakes, man.
And man, I wish I could show you the retics because they were so stinking cool.
Yeah, well, you got some smaller pythons. We got some ball pythons here.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the morphs or anything like that. So, what are some of your favorites as far as the ball pythons are concerned?
Ooh, so always piebald. Okay. Piebald anything, which is when you have a white snake that gets splotches of coloration that go through it. I like anything that is really brightly and intensely colored. So we'll look over here in these racks.
Can we see the boa first, though? I know.
Yeah.
Not to override what Kenan says on his own video, but this boa is really, really pretty,
Let's keep on the movement of the pies real quick, and we'll jump to the boas
go
after.
over the boa. Yeah, that would be a nice way to finish it up. But good, thanks to remind me about the boas. Just sit over there and let us do our job. I'm just kidding, Jerry.
It's really nice just sitting down.
Look at this. Wow. Wow, that is awesome. That is a nice
bright, colorful.
Yep.
Something that's going to stay bright. Because a lot of things with the ball pythons, as they age, they dull out and their color fades.
Okay.
And I like to try and get the ones that are going to stay really, really bright as adults.
So with these, is it, when you're doing the pythons here, is it more about kind of the science project of creating the colors? Yeah. Do you pull these out and just observe them? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing for me.
I think originally it started as, I love to see how the genetics work, how combining this snake with this one makes this. But I've really, especially since moving them into the glass front cages, watching their behavior is really fun too. And people say like, oh, pet rocks. And some are absolutely like that. But if you give them the opportunity to climb, the opportunity to explore, they take advantage of that. And then their quirky personalities come out more, and you start seeing more of their really neat behaviors.
Yeah, that's a beautiful snake.
And in the rack systems, you don't get to enjoy it when it's just like that. Let's see, what's another cool one? This girl's kind of neat.
Now, what would that be called?
It's a... Oh, gosh.
Yeah, okay. I thought I was crazy.
No, but it's going to sound like green moose guava juice giant snake birthday cake. Orange dream, yellow belly fire, inchy pastel clown het pie.
That's how many different varieties are in that snake.
That's amazing. So I've stopped even saying the genetics because most people are like, it's a pretty snake.
Yeah.
And that's what matters, you know?
Do you think that, like, there was a time when ball pythons were pretty much that's what you did if you were into reptiles?
Oh, absolutely.
And it's kind of seemed to have just mellowed out a bit. Is that right? Or what do you think's going on?
So I think the market absolutely exploded at first.
Okay.
And people hopped on that craze.
Thinking they were going to be reptilianaires or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was easy to sell that dream of, here, you can breed these snakes and make a lot of money, you know?
Yeah. Not the best way to go into a hobby. Yeah.
You got to be passionate about it. You got to love what you're working with, because if you don't, you're going to get burnt out.
Yeah, and they're living things, they're actually living things that require attention. That is a pretty face. Look at that face. That's cool. This snake, by the way, the bull snake's still going.
Oh, yeah.
We upset Wanda. She's not happy at the moment, but that's cool.
I like the head stamp on this guy.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Almost a heart.
Oh, man.
And then you keep some naturals just for bloodline, right?
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite snakes in here is a big normal ball python.
That's funny.
It's like, I love the morphs. I love seeing them. But this girl right here.
Okay.
She...
There you go. That's so funny that... Was it Python Regis, right? Is the Latin? Mm-hmm. And that's... Someone got a bunch of these snakes and something interesting popped out and they just kept messing with them. But that's the normal... Classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Wild type.
Yeah. That's really cool.
And... I don't know that I'll ever get rid of this girl. I mean, she's my favorite.
That's so cool.
And I love them.
Wow.
Let's check out boas.
Oh, so, you have boas.
I have 2 boas. That's right. Our friend Kevin Gilbert, when I first moved down, he was like, man, I hate the fact that you had to get rid of the retics. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah. You know what? I breed boa constrictors. I'm going to give you a few.
All right, cool. Oh, so you're raising these up.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice stuff. I like boas also, but these are morphs.
Yeah.
So are these morphs of Imperator or are these Constrictor? Do we know?
I believe they're Constrictor, but I haven't gotten the official ID card from him yet. So I'm still new on boa morphs.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that's beautiful.
And it's like, telling somebody what a ball python morph is who isn't into ball pythons. It just goes completely over your head. That's how it is for me.
Gotcha. No, I hear that. That's a pretty snake. And then these guys will get, if it's a female, they get good size. So you're looking at an 8-foot snake easy. That is beautiful, though.
Bring it
into light.
A bit more on this side.
Wild. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool.
I like that chain link pattern down her back.
Okay.
That kind of salmon-y coloration up her sides. Her tail is insane. Look at her looking at the camera.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's a pretty snake, man.
This little Wanda.
It's like the soundtrack.
I know. Yeah. Still going. Who knows? That's awesome.
Wanda.
Good grief. That's awesome. And you have another one you want to show us.
Last one.
Okay.
Is where we going on display, and this one right here.
Oh, cool. That's a boa. Wow, look at the face on it. Yeah, definitely boa face. It's got that little mustache over it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Don't take your bark out with you.
Wild. Yeah, that's pretty. So these guys have this genetic stripe. They bred for that stripe there. That's awesome. Usually they're segmented, the colors there.
That's beautiful.
That is such a cool snake. Is it a male or female?
Both females.
Okay, so they're going to get good size.
Yeah. Yeah, there is the sexual dimorphism within this species that the females get
much larger.
Yeah.
Live bearers.
Yeah. And that's cool too. That'll be my first experience
that's
with
awesome.
a live bearing snake. And that'll be really neat.
I actually had some Dumerals boas. And,
that is cool.
And they gave birth. That was really... I went out one day and I had tons of snakes. I'm like, oh my God, so cool. But yeah, that's beautiful. I love their faces. I like just the shape of a boa's head. That is a pretty snake, and that is another snake that I definitely want because, again, being in Florida, you got to have a large constrictor. You got it. And so they didn't outlaw the old boa constrictor, which I'm happy about because that's a cool snake. Awesome. Really appreciate you taking the time. Now, what's cool, we'll bring Jerry in for a moment here. I'm sure everyone wants to see Jerry in this video.
Sorry, guys.
No, but, so this part, you were talking to me earlier, you're actually going to do a lot of retrofitting to this. You're going to make this the proper reptile room.
Well, this room is technically my tool storage room.
Okay.
All my power tools that you see sitting on the shelves and whatnot. So what we're going to do is create a room that is sealed, escape-proof, insulated for her snakes and my baby monitors.
Awesome.
So if I'm handling some of my baby monitors and one jumps out of my hand, there is, I mean, look right now, there's 1,000,001 places to hide. Yeah. So this will become a sealed room. Cabinets above the shelving, insulated walls, all built-in cabinetry, toe kicks on everything, a sealed room.
Awesome.
And it'll be easier to, like right now, there's a heater that's trying to get the ambient temperature where it's necessary for the snakes. Whereas I would have heat lamps on the lizards, and which actually would do the ambient. So you're not wasting energy doing something here as well as in the garage. It's all in one spot.
Consolidated. Yeah, very cool. Hey, listen, Jerry is always up to something. Now that he's got Kagan here, they're double teaming this reptile dream. Double team reptile dream. That's what's going on here up in Wolf's World. So thank you, Kagan.
Absolutely.
Knuckles, this was fun. Always good to see you, good buddy.
Always.
Go follow Wolf's World on YouTube to see more of these two and what they are creating. Trust me, they do a lot of amazing builds. They have some cool animals, and you know, Kagan's brought the snake appeal, so that's good stuff. Thanks.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Come on, help a brother out. See you later.